How can we create a PowerPoint on a college of our choice? You're going to want to select the most recent email, college selection for presentation, and then click right here on this link. And what it's going to do is bring you to this spreadsheet. You're going to write your name. And if your name is Joe, let's see, Schmo, you're going to write it right there. And you're going to want to pick a school, preferably one that you're not very familiar with. So you're going to go to the bracket and you're going to look through these different schools. And I noticed that number one in the West is Duke. That sounds pretty cool. So I'll return right here. And underneath where it says school, in the school column, you're going to write Duke University, or Duke would be fine. Next, we need to start our presentation. So how do we do that? In your email, you're going to click on Documents. And then you're going to click Create New, and then Presentation. And this works just like PowerPoint in Microsoft Office. On the first slide, you're going to write Duke University. And then you're going to write your name. So Joe Schmo. And you're going to click Save Now, although it just like in the word processing application, this saves every few seconds. But I went to the University of Connecticut, so I'm going to make a presentation on my school right now. I'm going to do the first couple slides. Again, here's the criteria in the first slide: name of school, location, specialties, admission requirements, and an interesting fact. I just want about 5 slides, although you can include more if you want. And I'm going to create new. Do it again real quick. And I'm going to type in University of Connecticut. For short, we call it UConn. I'm going to write my name, and on every single slide, we're going to need to include some photos. So how do we include photos? I'm going to make a new tab in the browser, and I type in UConn, and the first link in Google is University of Connecticut. So I'll click on this. And what we want to do is we want to get facts and photos from this website to include in our PowerPoint. So here's a couple images. And this one is pretty cool right here. So I'm going to right click, save image as. I'm going to save it. Let's see. I saved it right there. Make sure you save it to your folder. I'm going to return to the PowerPoint. Here we go. University of Connecticut. I'm going to then go to File. And I'm going to go to, I lied, you're going to go to Insert and Image. Insert Image. We want to browse your computer for the image of the file to upload, and I'm going to click Choose File. I'm going to go to UConn PowerPoint. I'm going to click Library, UConn.jpg, and it's loaded. I'm going to press OK. And there we go. So we can have this be the opening image, and you can move this image around on your PowerPoint. I'm going to click on the text. I'm going to move the text up some. And you can manipulate the PowerPoint any way you want. I want you to experiment on your own with this feature, with the presentation application in Google Apps. And how do we add another slide? So we got one slide down. How do we add more? I'm going to click right here. It says Insert New Slide into the presentation. When you click that, you can have a number of layouts. What we can do is we can do this one right here, and the next slide is location of school. So what I'm going to do is go back to it, and I'm going to write UConn is located in Mansfield, Connecticut. You're going to have to do a little bit of research. What we're then going to want to do is, just like we did with this image, you're going to want to grab an image of a map featuring UConn right here, and you're going to include a few more facts related to the subject, and you're going to continue adding layouts. You're going to want to continue adding slides that detail a little bit of information about your school, so when we give our presentation, our classmates can be fully informed on all the different schools that are participating in this tournament, and so that next year when we start looking at schools more seriously, we have a better idea of what's to come.